All right, YouTube subscribers, my name is Rayshawn, known as Ray Niz on Facebook, also known as Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 on YouTube. Now, what's going on is that I'm showing you guys my 52-inch polished sprayers, Harbor Breeze Lakeside 2 ceiling fan, due to the fact that the file number for this fan is E136438. This ceiling fan was manufactured by a fan company that I really don't know of that uses that file number. And this ceiling fan was made in China back on the first quarter of the year 2005. Now, the reason why I say the ceiling fan was manufactured on the first quarter of 2005 is because I saw the date code on the ceiling fan, and the top date code says that the ceiling fan is dated January of 2005, and the bottom part of the date code says it's dated March 2005. So that's why I'm saying this ceiling fan was manufactured on the first quarter of 2005. And as you can see, that this is the later version of the Harbor Breeze Lakeside 2 ceiling fan is that it uses the diamond-shaped blade brackets. The earlier version of the Harbor Breeze Lakeside 2 ceiling fan is a clone of a Crest Lakeside ceiling fan that Brand Detective has a video of that was manufactured back in June of 1999. Dang it, I don't know why I said his government name, but he goes by his YouTube username, Brandon's Fan Clips. But let me get back to the ceiling fan. So the features about the ceiling fan is that it has 6 reversible blades from oak to mahogany. But I got the oak side of the blades facing down because this is how I found this ceiling fan when I found the ceiling fan sitting at the curve. And the reason why somebody set the ceiling fan out to the curve is because the ceiling fan had a bad capacitor. So the ceiling fan stopped working and the capacitor was blown up real bad. And also because the bearings was locked up on the ceiling fan. So I had to spray some WD-40 onto the bearings to free up the bearings. But it made the bearings like real loud to the point that the bearings was like real grindy, like when you run the fan without the blades being attached to the motor. But surprisingly, you don't even hear the bearing noise like when you run the ceiling fan with the blades being attached to the motor, surprisingly. So, because usually most of the ceiling fan that I have ever oiled and stuff, most of the ceiling fan, like when I oil the bearings and stuff, and the bearings be all loud and grindy. So, this ceiling fan right here, now the white version of these with the diamond-shaped blade brackets are my childhood ceiling fan, as I remember seeing a lot of these in white, and the earlier version of the Harbor Breeze Lakeside that uses the raindrop-shaped blade brackets that a Hunter Coastal Breeze Plus ceiling fan will use. Now, the white version of those are my childhood ceiling fans. So, this ceiling fan right here, instead of it using the Harbor Breeze pulls, this ceiling fan actually uses the generic raindrop-shaped pull chain pendants. And it did come with 2 of them. I gotta find the second one, because the second one is hiding somewhere. But this is what the original pull chain looked like on this fan. And the reason why I have the pull chain to the light connected to the pull chain to the fan like this is because I was testing out the ceiling fan as I was changing the capacitor out on the fan to see if the ceiling fan is going to actually work or not. And the ceiling fan actually worked with the new capacitor that I put on the ceiling fan. So I'm thinking that the ceiling fan was either manufactured by Lightix or it could have been manufactured by Crest. But I know that the ceiling fan was not manufactured by the fan company called Yuan. But I think this ceiling fan was manufactured by Lightix, but I'm not really sure. So if somebody could tell me what brand the ceiling fan is, I will appreciate that. But again, the file number for the fan is E136438 or E163438. So, anyway, it's really not a whole lot what I have to say about this fan other than the fact that the ceiling fan is covered up in some grease and stuff. And I did clean the ceiling fan, and there's still some grease spots on the fan. And the ceiling fan also has some paint spots on the motor housing somewhere. Actually, I got them all, but it still got some paint spots on the canopy of the fan. And here go the paint spot on the motor housing. I got to find a way to get that paint off the ceiling fan. Probably might have to use some paint thinner or a paint stripper that actually strips the paint off the fan completely or something. So, other than that, I'm about to go on and show you guys something here. So this switch housing right here looks exactly like the switch housing that you'll see on the Regency MX-XL ceiling fan. And the switch housing looks exactly like the switch housing that you'll see on the Hampton Bay Cameron 2 ceiling fan. But the only difference is that this ceiling fan has 5 lights, which is something unique and stuff. So, other than that, I'm about to go on to get off this video. So, this is Mr. Ceiling Fan Man 1999 signing out this video. And excuse me for the stuttering, and I am out.